Question 1. What was the primary purpose of the Elizabethan Poor Law? A. To establish public schools. B. To provide pensions for the elderly. C. To support the unemployed with job training. D. To provide relief for the poor and establish workhouses. Answer: D. To provide relief for the poor and establish workhouses. The Elizabethan Poor Law of 1601 was designed to provide relief to the poor and is considered one of the earliest forms of social welfare legislation. Question 2. What is the role of the Prime Minister in the UK? A. To serve as the head of state. B. To lead the national military. C. To preside over the House of Lords. D. To head the government and oversee the executive branch. Answer: D. To head the government and oversee the executive branch. The Prime Minister of the UK is the head of government, responsible for overseeing the operation of the government and the execution of public policy. Question 3. Describe the composition and functions of the UK Parliament. A. Consists of the House of Commons and the House of Lords, makes laws, taxes, and scrutinises the government. B. Consists solely of the House of Commons, responsible for local government matters only. C. Composed of the Prime Minister and selected ministers, handles judicial functions. D. Made up of elected judges, responsible for law enforcement. Answer: A. Consists of the House of Commons and the House of Lords, makes laws, taxes, and scrutinises the government. The UK Parliament is bicameral, comprising the House of Commons and the House of Lords, and is responsible for making laws, levying taxes, and overseeing the government. Question 4. What is the significance of the Magna Carta in British history? A. It declared independence from France. B. It established the principles of judicial independence. C. It was the first document to put into writing the principle that the king and his government were not above the law. D. It outlined the rights of citizens to bear arms. Answer: C. It was the first document to put into writing the principle that the king and his government were not above the law. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, is a cornerstone of British constitutional and individual rights law, emphasising the importance of the rule of law. Question 5. When did the United Kingdom join the European Union, and when did it leave? A. Joined in 1973, left in 2020. B. Joined in 1963, left in 2015. C. Joined in 1952, never left. D. Joined in 1985, left in 1992. Answer: A. Joined in 1973, left in 2020. The UK joined the European Economic Community, now known as the European Union, in 1973 and officially left the Union in 2020 following the 2016 Brexit referendum. Question 6. What are the main political parties in the UK? A. The Conservative Party, Labour Party and Liberal Democrats. B. The Green Party, UK Independence Party and Socialist Party. C. The Democratic Unionist Party, Sinn Féin and Plaid Cymru. D. The American Republican Party, the Democratic Party and the Independent Party. Answer: A. The Conservative Party, Labour Party and Liberal Democrats. These are three of the major political parties in the UK, each with significant representation in Parliament and different political platforms. Question 7. What is the function of the House of Commons? A. To interpret laws. B. To decide on matters of national security. C. To review and amend proposed legislation. D. To solely elect the Prime Minister. Answer: C. To review and amend proposed legislation. The House of Commons is the lower house of Parliament where members of Parliament, MPs, debate and make decisions on proposed laws and amendments. Question 8. What is the function of the House of Lords? A. To enforce laws. B. To initiate legislation. C. To revise and scrutinize legislation passed by the House of Commons. D. To elect members of the House of Commons. Answer: C. To revise and scrutinize legislation passed by the House of Commons. The House of Lords acts as a revising chamber, scrutinizing bills that have been approved by the House of Commons. Question 9. What is devolution in the context of the UK? A. The delegation of power from central government ministries to local authorities. B. The process of dissolving Parliament. C. The transfer of certain powers from the Parliament of the UK to the Assemblies of Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. D. The division of powers between the European Union and the UK. Answer: C. The transfer of certain powers from the Parliament of the UK to the Assemblies of Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Devolution in the UK refers to the statutory granting of powers from the Parliament of the United Kingdom to the Scottish Parliament, the Senate in Wales, and the Northern Ireland Assembly. Question 10. Name the devolved administrations within the UK. A. The governments of London, Liverpool, and Manchester. B. The Scottish Government, Welsh Government, and Northern Ireland Executive. C. The administrations of the Isle of Man, Jersey, and Guernsey. D. The regional councils of England. Answer: The Scottish Government, Welsh Government, and Northern Ireland Executive. These are the devolved administrations for Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland respectively, each with varying powers transferred from the UK Parliament. Question 11. Who was Winston Churchill, and what was his role during World War II? A. A British general. B. The King of England. C. Prime Minister of the UK, known for his leadership during the war. D. A peace activist. Answer: C. Prime Minister of the UK, known for his leadership during the war. Winston Churchill was the British Prime Minister during much of World War II, noted for his powerful speeches and steadfast leadership during a critical period for the UK and the Allied powers. Question 12. Explain the term Commonwealth in relation to the UK. A. A union of countries that were former British colonies, now voluntarily united. B. A British term for common welfare programs. C. A trade bloc consisting of European countries. D. A military alliance led by the UK. Answer: A. A union of countries that were former British colonies, now voluntarily united. The Commonwealth is a political association of 54 member states, the majority of which are former territories of the British Empire, with cultural, economic, and historical links. Question 13. What is the importance of the Battle of Britain in 1940? A. It marked the beginning of British colonial expansion. B. It was a significant British military victory during World War II. C. It led to the British defeat at the hands of German forces. D. It was a peaceful protest against war. Answer: B. It was a significant British military victory during World War II. The Battle of Britain was a crucial aerial campaign fought between the British Royal Air Force and the German Luftwaffe in 1940, resulting in a significant British victory that prevented a German invasion. Question 14. What were the main causes and outcomes of the English Civil War? A. The war was primarily about economic policies, resulting in the establishment of parliamentary sovereignty. B. The war was fought over religious differences, resulting in the separation of church and state. C. The conflict between the monarchy and parliament over authority, leading to the temporary overthrow of the monarchy. D. The war was about colonial territories, resulting in the expansion of the British Empire. Answer: C. The conflict between the monarchy and parliament over authority, leading to the temporary overthrow of the monarchy. The English Civil War was fought from 1642 to 1651 between the Royalists, who supported King Charles I, and the parliamentarians led by Oliver Cromwell, which eventually led to the trial and execution of Charles I and the establishment of a Commonwealth. Question 15. Describe the Industrial Revolution and its impact on the UK. A. A period of decline in industrial production that weakened the UK's economy. B. A cultural movement that had little impact on technological development. C. A transformational period marked by significant technological innovation that began in the UK, leading to rapid industrialization and economic growth. D. A political movement that resulted in the change of the monarchy. Answer: C. A transformational period marked by significant technological innovation that began in the UK, leading to rapid industrialization and economic growth. The Industrial Revolution, starting in the late 18th century, profoundly changed the UK's society, economy, and environment, marking the transition from agrarian economies to industrial powerhouses. Question 16. What is the National Health Service, NHS, and when was it established? A. A private healthcare company founded in 1950. B. The state-funded public health service established in 1948. C. A health insurance provider established in 1965. D. The military medical corps established during World War I. Answer: B. The state-funded public health service established in 1948. The NHS was established on July 5, 1948, providing a wide range of health services, largely free at the point of use, funded through taxation. Question 17. What are some key rights protected under the Human Rights Act 1998? A. Right to fair wages, right to vote, and right to government pension. B. Right to life, freedom from torture, right to a fair trial, and respect for private and family life. C. Right to free education, right to drive, and right to internet access. D. Right to government employment, right to free travel, and right to leisure activities. Answer: B. Right to life, freedom from torture, right to a fair trial, and respect for private and family life. The Human Rights Act 1998 incorporates the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law, emphasizing the protection of fundamental rights and freedoms. Question 18. Who are the UK's patron saints, and what are their significance? A. St. Patrick for England, St. Andrew for Scotland, St. David for Wales, and St. George for Northern Ireland. B. St. George for England, St. Andrew for Scotland, St. David for Wales, and St. Patrick for Ireland. C. St. Michael for England, St. Christopher for Scotland, St. Benedict for Wales, and St. Francis for Northern Ireland. D. St. Luke for England, St. Mark for Scotland, St. John for Wales, and St. Matthew for Ireland. Answer: B. St. George for England, St. Andrew for Scotland, St. David for Wales, and St. Patrick for Ireland. Each saint has a special day dedicated to them, celebrated in their respective countries within the UK, highlighting the unique cultural heritage and historical depth of each nation. Question 19. What is the significance of Guy Fawkes Night? A. It marks the end of the UK's fiscal year. B. It commemorates the Gunpowder Plot, where Guy Fawkes attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. C. It celebrates the signing of the Magna Carta. D. It is a celebration of the UK's victory in the Battle of Britain. Answer: B. It commemorates the Gunpowder Plot, where Guy Fawkes attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. Guy Fawkes Night, also known as Bonfire Night, is observed on November 5th each year with fireworks and bonfires, symbolizing the failure of the plot. Question 20. What does the poppy symbolize in the UK? A. The beginning of spring. B. British agricultural prowess. C. Remembrance of military personnel who have died in war. D. The UK's victory in World War II. Answer: C. Remembrance of military personnel who have died in war. The poppy is worn as a symbol of remembrance and respect for those who have died in military conflicts, particularly those who fought in World War I and subsequent conflicts. Question 21. When and why do people wear poppies in the UK? A. During Christmas to celebrate the end of the year. B. In November to remember those who have died in wars. C. At Easter to symbolize rebirth. D. In July to celebrate the Queen's birthday. Answer: B. In November to remember those who have died in wars. Poppies are worn in the UK leading up to Remembrance Day in November as a symbol of remembrance and respect for those who have died in military conflicts. Question 22. Describe the British education system. A. It consists of primary, secondary, further education and higher education. B. It is exclusively private and not funded by the government. C. It starts at age 7 and ends at age 14. D. It is optional for children and teenagers. Answer: A. It consists of primary, secondary, further education and higher education. The UK education system includes several stages: primary education, secondary education, further education, often in colleges, and higher education in universities. Question 23. What is the legal drinking age in the UK? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. There is no legal drinking age. Answer: B. 18. The legal age to purchase and consume alcohol in the UK is 18 years old. Question 24. What are the main sources of law in the UK? A. European Union law and church law. B. The Magna Carta and local community rules. C. Statute law, common law, and European legislation. D. The decisions made by the Prime Minister. Answer C. Statute law, common law, and European legislation. UK law is derived from legislation passed by Parliament, statute law. Legal precedents set by court decisions, common law, and until the end of the Brexit transition period, European legislation. Question 25. What landmark legal document first limited the powers of the King in the UK? A. The Bill of Rights 1689. B. The Magna Carta 1215. C. The Royal Charter. D. The Act of Settlement 1701. Answer B. The Magna Carta 1215. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, is famed for being the first document forced onto an English king by his subjects in an attempt to limit his powers by law and protect their rights. Question 26. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK? A. Elizabeth II. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Theresa May. D. Mary Tudor. Answer B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, who served from 1979 to 1990, was the first woman to hold the office of Prime Minister in the United Kingdom. Question 27. When did women get the right to vote in the UK? A. 1928. B. 1918. C. 1965. D. 1895. Answer A. 1928. While women over the age of 30 gained the right to vote in 1918, it wasn't until 1928 that women in the UK were granted equal voting rights with men, allowing them to vote from the age of 21. Question 28. What is the role of the Secretary of State for Education? A. Oversees all educational institutions and policies in the UK. B. Manages the country's finances related to education. C. Focuses on university education only. D. Controls private education only. Answer A. Oversees all educational institutions and policies in the UK. The Secretary of State for Education is responsible for the work of the Department for Education, including early years, children's social care, teacher training, school curriculum, and more. Question 29. What are the legal consequences of discrimination in the workplace? A. Encouragement for workplace diversity. B. Potential legal actions and penalties under the Equality Act 2010. C. No consequences as it is considered a personal matter. D. A formal warning without any legal action. Answer B. Potential legal actions and penalties under the Equality Act 2010. Discrimination in the workplace is illegal in the UK, and employers can face legal action if found guilty of discriminating against employees based on protected characteristics. Question 30. What is the minimum age for voting in a UK general election? A. 16. B. 18. C. 21. D. 25. Answer B. 18. The minimum age to vote in a UK general election is 18 years. Question 31. What event is celebrated on St. Andrew's Day, and where is it primarily celebrated? A. The patron saint of Scotland, celebrated mainly in Scotland. B. The unification of the United Kingdom, celebrated across the UK. C. The end of the War of the Roses, celebrated in England. D. The discovery of the Americas, celebrated in the coastal cities. Answer: A. The patron saint of Scotland, celebrated mainly in Scotland. St. Andrew's Day, falling on November 30th, celebrates Scotland's patron saint. Question 32. What is the significance of the Good Friday Agreement? A. It marked the end of the American Revolution. B. It established the Church of England. C. It was a major peace agreement that helped end the conflict in Northern Ireland. D. It signified the UK's entry into the European Union. Answer: C. It was a major peace agreement that helped end the conflict in Northern Ireland. Signed in 1998, the Good Friday Agreement was a crucial step in the peace process, helping to end decades of conflict. Question 33. Who was the Bard of Avon, and what is his significance in English literature? A. Charles Dickens, known for his novels about Victorian society. B. William Shakespeare, known for his plays and sonnets. C. Geoffrey Chaucer, known for the Canterbury Tales. D. Jane Austen, known for her critique of the British landed gentry. Answer: B. William Shakespeare, known for his plays and sonnets. Shakespeare, also known as the Bard of Avon, is one of the most influential figures in English literature, celebrated for his profound impact on drama and literature. Question 34. Describe the process of becoming a citizen in the UK. A. Applying directly to the Queen for citizenship. B. Passing a citizenship test and meeting residency requirements. C. Winning a national lottery that grants citizenship. D. Being born in the UK automatically grants citizenship. Answer: B. Passing a citizenship test and meeting residency requirements. To become a British citizen, applicants must usually pass the Life in the UK test, meet certain residency requirements, and have good character. Question 35. What is the Union Jack, and when is it flown? A. A flag representing the unification of the parliaments, flown during parliamentary sessions. B. The national flag of the United Kingdom, flown on designated days and during national events. C. A ceremonial flag used only by the monarchy, flown at royal events. D. The flag used exclusively by the UK Navy, flown at sea. Answer: B. The national flag of the United Kingdom, flown on designated days and during national events. The Union Jack, also known as the Union Flag, symbolizes the administrative union of the countries of the United Kingdom. Question 36. What are some traditional foods associated with British cuisine? A. Pizza, pasta, and gelato. B. Sushi, ramen, and tempura. C. Fish and chips, roast beef, and Yorkshire pudding. D. Tacos, burritos, and salsa. Answer: C. Fish and chips, roast beef, and Yorkshire pudding. These dishes are quintessentially British, known for their roots in the UK's culinary history. Question 37. What happens at the state opening of Parliament? A. The Prime Minister gives a speech outlining government policies. B. The monarch delivers a speech outlining the government's agenda for the year. C. Members of Parliament vote on the upcoming budget. D. The House of Lords is dissolved and re-elected. Answer B. The monarch delivers a speech outlining the government's agenda for the year. During the state opening of Parliament, the Queen's speech, written by the government, sets out the legislative agenda for the coming year. Question 38. What is the Tower of London historically known for? A. Being the primary residence of the UK monarch. B. Serving as a fortress, royal palace and prison. C. Hosting the annual opening of Parliament. D. Serving as the main legislative building in the UK. Answer B. Serving as a fortress, royal palace and prison. The Tower of London has a diverse history, being used as a fortress, royal palace and a notorious prison. Question 39. Who was Oliver Cromwell and what was his role in British history? A. A British writer known for his satirical prose. B. A military leader and statesman who led the Parliament of England during the English Civil War. C. A King of England in the 15th century. D. The architect who designed the Palace of Westminster. Answer B. A military leader and statesman who led the Parliament of England during the English Civil War. Oliver Cromwell is a controversial figure, known for his role as Lord Protector of the Commonwealth of England, Scotland and Ireland. Question 40. What are the Crown dependencies? A. Regions in Scotland where the Crown owns land. B. Independent territories under the sovereignty of the British Crown, such as the Isle of Man and the Channel Islands. C. Former colonies that still pay tribute to the British Crown. D. Parts of London under direct administration of the monarchy. Answer B. Independent territories under the sovereignty of the British Crown, such as the Isle of Man and the Channel Islands. The Crown dependencies enjoy a high degree of autonomy, and their relationship with the UK is managed through the Crown, not the UK government. Question 41. Explain the term Brexit. A. The process by which Britain expanded its territories. B. The informal term for the United Kingdom's withdrawal from the European Union. C. A political movement in Britain to reform the monarchy. D. A trade agreement between Britain and other Commonwealth countries. Answer B. The informal term for the United Kingdom's withdrawal from the European Union. Brexit refers to the UK's decision, following a 2016 referendum, to leave the EU, which officially occurred in 2020. Question 42. What is the significance of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre in London? A. It was the centre of British government in the 16th century. B. It is where Shakespeare wrote most of his famous plays. C. It is a modern replica of the Elizabethan playhouse for which William Shakespeare wrote his plays. D. It was destroyed during the Great Fire of London. Answer C. It is a modern replica of the Elizabethan playhouse for which William Shakespeare wrote his plays. The Globe Theatre is significant as it represents the environment for which Shakespeare originally crafted his plays and continues to host performances today. Question 43. Who wrote the British national anthem and what is its title? A. William Shakespeare, God Save the Queen. B. Unknown, God Save the Queen. C. John Lennon, God Save the Queen. D. Queen Elizabeth I, Rule Britannia. Answer B. Unknown, God Save the Queen. The author of God Save the Queen, the national anthem of the United Kingdom, remains unknown, but it has been attributed to several composers. Question 44. What are the geographic regions that make up the UK? A. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. B. England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. C. Great Britain, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. D. England, Great Britain, Scotland, and Ireland. Answer A. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. These are the 4 constituent countries that make up the United Kingdom. Question 45. How is the Mayor of London elected, and what are their responsibilities? A. Appointed by the Queen, responsible for tourism. B. Elected by the London Assembly, manages transportation and policing. C. Elected by Londoners, oversees transport, policing, housing, and the environment. D. Elected by the UK Parliament, in charge of economic development. Answer C. Elected by Londoners, oversees transport, policing, housing, and the environment. The Mayor of London is directly elected by the residents of London and has significant powers and responsibilities over much of the infrastructure and services in the city. Question 46. What landmark event in 1215 contributed to the development of constitutional law in England? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The establishment of the House of Commons. C. The first meeting of the English Parliament. D. The Battle of Agincourt. Answer A. The signing of the Magna Carta. This event in 1215 was crucial in the development of constitutional law in England, establishing the principle that the king and his government were not above the law. Question 47. What is the significance of Hadrian's Wall? A. It was built to mark the boundary between England and Scotland. B. It was a defensive fortification in the Roman province of Britannia. C. It was constructed to celebrate the conquest of Wales. D. It represented the line of succession to the British throne. Answer B. It was a defensive fortification in the Roman province of Britannia. Hadrian's Wall was built by the Romans to protect their colony in Britannia from tribal invasions from the north. Question 48. Which act legalized same-sex marriage in England and Wales? A. The Equality Act 2010. B. The Civil Partnership Act 2004. C. The Marriage, Same-Sex Couples Act 2013. D. The Human Rights Act 1998. Answer C. The Marriage, Same-Sex Couples Act 2013. This legislation legalized same-sex marriage in England and Wales, marking a significant change in the law regarding marriage rights. Question 49. What is the purpose of the Scottish Parliament? A. To govern the entire United Kingdom. B. To oversee foreign policy and defence for Scotland. C. To manage specific domestic matters such as education and health within Scotland. D. To elect the Scottish representatives to the European Union. Answer C. To manage specific domestic matters such as education and health within Scotland. The Scottish Parliament has devolved powers to legislate on various issues that are specific to Scotland. Question 50. Describe the British judicial system. A. Based on written constitutional documents. B. Comprises solely of the Supreme Court. C. Based on civil law principles. D. based on common law principles with a system of courts that interpret the law. Answer D. Based on common law principles with a system of courts that interpret the law. The British judicial system operates on the common law system, which relies heavily on case law and judicial precedents set by court decisions. Question 51. How often are general elections held in the UK? A. Every 3 years. B. Every 4 years. C. Every 5 years. D. Every 6 years. Answer C. Every 5 years. By law, general elections in the UK are held every 5 years to elect members of Parliament to the House of Commons. Question 52. What are select committees in the UK Parliament? A. Groups formed to select new members of the House of Lords. B. Special groups assigned to make decisions on military actions. C. Small groups responsible for scrutinising specific areas of government policy. D. Teams responsible for electing the Prime Minister. Answer C. Small groups responsible for scrutinising specific areas of government policy. Select committees in both Houses of Parliament play a crucial role in checking and reporting on areas ranging from government policy and expenditure to proposals for legislation. Question 53. Name a famous British scientist who contributed to the theory of evolution. A. Isaac Newton. B. Charles Darwin. C. Stephen Hawking. D. Michael Faraday. Answer B. Charles Darwin. Darwin is renowned for his contributions to the understanding of evolution through his theory of natural selection, outlined in his book On the Origin of Species. Question 54. What is the primary role of the British monarch today? A. To govern the country and make laws. B. To serve as the head of state with primarily ceremonial duties. C. To lead the British military forces. D. To represent the UK in all international negotiations. Answer B. To serve as the head of state with primarily ceremonial duties. The British monarch has a largely ceremonial role today, including duties such as the state opening of Parliament and other state functions. Question 55. What are the responsibilities of the Home Secretary? A. Managing the economy and the Treasury. B. Overseeing education and culture. C. Leading the Department for Health and Social Care. D. Overseeing domestic security, immigration and policing. Answer D. Overseeing domestic security, immigration and policing. The Home Secretary is a senior government minister in charge of the Home Office, responsible for internal affairs in England and Wales, including matters of security, immigration and policing. Question 56. Describe the climate and geography of the UK. A. Predominantly tropical with frequent rainforests. B. Characterized by a temperate climate with a varied topography. C. Mainly desert and arid regions. D. Consists solely of mountainous terrain. Answer B. Characterized by a temperate climate with a varied topography. The UK has a temperate maritime climate with all 4 seasons and a geography that includes everything from highlands and hills to lowlands and coastlines. Question 57. What is the significance of the BBC in British culture? A. It is a private entertainment company. B. It is a governmental regulatory body for communications. C. It is the national broadcaster known for its impartial public service broadcasting. D. It serves as the monarchy's official news agency. Answer: C. It is the national broadcaster known for its impartial public service broadcasting. The BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, plays a key role in British culture, providing television, radio, and online services that deliver news, entertainment, and education content. Question 58. Who are the members directly in line for the British throne? A. Members of the House of Lords. B. The Prime Minister and Cabinet members. C. The children and grandchildren of the monarch. D. Elected officials in the government. Answer: C. The children and grandchildren of the monarch. Those directly in line for the British throne include the monarch's descendants, following a specific order of succession. Question 59. How does the UK contribute to international aid? A. Through mandatory payments to the EU. B. By providing financial loans to developing countries. C. Through its development aid programme aimed at reducing global poverty. D. UK does not participate in international aid. Answer: C. Through its development aid programme aimed at reducing global poverty. The UK is known for its commitment to international development and provides substantial aid to help reduce poverty and promote sustainable development worldwide. Question 60. What are the symbols of the national identities within the UK? A. The dragon for England, the rose for Scotland, the daffodil for Wales, and the shamrock for Northern Ireland. B. The rose for England, the thistle for Scotland, the daffodil for Wales, and the shamrock for Northern Ireland. C. The lion for England, the unicorn for Scotland, the dragon for Wales, and the hart for Northern Ireland. D. The bulldog for England, the Loch Ness monster for Scotland, the leek for Wales, and the giant's causeway for Northern Ireland. Answer: B. The rose for England, the thistle for Scotland, the daffodil for Wales, and the shamrock for Northern Ireland. These symbols are widely recognised and represent the distinct national identities of the four countries that make up the United Kingdom. Question 61. Explain the significance of the Royal Navy in British history. A. It was primarily a ceremonial fleet with no combat roles. B. It played a crucial role in establishing and maintaining the British Empire through control of the seas. C. It was involved only in trade and exploration, not in military activities. D. It was disbanded after the English Civil War. Answer: B. It played a crucial role in establishing and maintaining the British Empire through control of the seas. The Royal Navy was instrumental in protecting the realm, projecting British power globally, and controlling key maritime trade routes. Question 62. What major sports events are hosted in the UK? A. The NBA Finals and Super Bowl. B. The Summer and Winter Olympic Games. C. Wimbledon and the Open Championship. D. The World Cup and UEFA European Championship. Answer: C. Wimbledon and the Open Championship. These are prestigious events in tennis and golf, respectively, attracting international competitors and audiences. Question 63. Who can be called to serve on a jury in the UK? A. Any citizen over the age of 21. B. Only men over the age of 30. C. Registered voters only. D. Any British citizen or legal resident over the age of 18 who is registered to vote. Answer D. Any British citizen or legal resident over the age of 18 who is registered to vote. Eligibility to serve on a jury also depends on the individual not having certain criminal convictions. Question 64. What is the significance of the Beefeaters, human warders? A. They are modern police officers in London. B. They serve as ceremonial guardians of the Tower of London and are involved in tourist presentations. C. They are members of the House of Lords. D. They are the personal bodyguards of the Prime Minister. Answer B. They serve as ceremonial guardians of the Tower of London and are involved in tourist presentations. The Beefeaters are one of the enduring symbols of Britain and its royal traditions. Question 65. Describe the impact of the Black Death on medieval Britain. A. It led to a significant decrease in the population, economic hardship, and social changes. B. It resulted in the technological advancement of agricultural tools. C. It caused the British monarchy to lose power temporarily. D. It improved public health systems in the long term. Answer A. It led to a significant decrease in the population, economic hardship, and social changes. The Black Death was a devastating pandemic that resulted in severe depopulation and significant social and economic upheaval. Question 66. What are the main functions of the British Army? A. To provide entertainment through military bands. B. To enforce local laws and regulations. C. To defend the UK and its overseas territories, support international peacekeeping efforts, and provide humanitarian aid. D. To generate revenue through foreign investments. Answer C. To defend the UK and its overseas territories, support international peacekeeping efforts, and provide humanitarian aid. The British Army plays a critical role in national defence and international military commitments. Question 67. What event led to the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The unification of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801, followed by the establishment of Northern Ireland in 1921. C. The English Civil War. D. The Roman conquest of Britain. Answer B. The unification of Great Britain and Ireland in 1801, followed by the establishment of Northern Ireland in 1921. This resulted in the political entity now known as the United Kingdom. Question 68. What is the purpose of the Welsh Assembly? A. To oversee foreign policy for Wales. B. To govern independent military operations in Wales. C. To manage specific domestic matters such as health and education within Wales. D. To promote the Welsh language in England. Answer C. To manage specific domestic matters such as health and education within Wales. The Welsh Assembly, now known as the Senedd, has powers over devolved areas similar to those managed by other devolved governments in the UK. Question 69. What role does the Church of England play in UK society? A. It serves as the official state religion with compulsory membership. B. It acts primarily as a political party within Parliament. C. It has a spiritual and pastoral role and influences certain ceremonial state functions. D. It regulates financial institutions within the City of London. Answer: C. It has a spiritual and pastoral role and influences certain ceremonial state functions. The Church of England plays a significant role in the religious and ceremonial life of the country. Question 70. What is a by-election and when does it occur? A. A special election held to choose a new monarch. B. An election held to fill a vacancy in Parliament between general elections. C. A nationwide election that occurs every 5 years. D. An election for local government officials only. Answer: B. An election held to fill a vacancy in Parliament between general elections. By-elections ensure that constituencies continue to have representation if a seat becomes vacant. Question 71. What are the responsibilities of the UK's Secretary of State for Defence? A. To manage the UK's overseas territories. B. To oversee all educational institutions. C. To head the Ministry of Defence, responsible for implementing defence policy and managing the armed forces. D. To regulate the financial sector. Answer: C. To head the Ministry of Defence, responsible for implementing defence policy and managing the armed forces. This role includes overseeing military operations and defence strategy. Question 72. What is the significance of Boxing Day in the UK? A. It is a day dedicated to professional boxing matches. B. It marks the beginning of the UK's financial year. C. It is a public holiday celebrated the day after Christmas, traditionally associated with charity and giving. D. It commemorates a historic battle in British history. Answer: C. It is a public holiday celebrated the day after Christmas, traditionally associated with charity and giving. Boxing Day is known for its sales and is also a significant day for sporting events. Question 73. What landmark case established judicial review in the UK? A. The Case of Proclamations, 1610. B. Entick v. Carrington, 1765. C. Marbury v. Madison. D. The Act of Settlement, 1701. Answer: B. Entick v. Carrington, 1765. This case established the principle that executive authority is subject to the rule of law and that actions by the state must have a legal basis. Question 74. How does the UK government address climate change? A. By promoting the use of fossil fuels. B. Through legislation and international cooperation to reduce carbon emissions and promote environmental sustainability. C. Ignoring international agreements on climate. D. Focusing only on local, not global, environmental issues. Answer: B. Through legislation and international cooperation to reduce carbon emissions and promote environmental sustainability. The UK government engages in various initiatives and agreements to combat climate change on both a national and international level. Question 75. What is the British Bill of Rights and its significance? A. A document from 1689 that set out certain basic civil rights and clarified the succession to the Crown. B. A modern document that outlines the rights of immigrants in the UK. C. A legal framework for the abolition of the monarchy. D. A set of new laws introduced in 2000 to replace the Magna Carta. Answer A. A document from 1689 that set out certain basic civil rights and clarified the succession to the Crown. The British Bill of Rights is a significant constitutional document that limits the powers of the monarchy and sets out the rights of Parliament. Question 76. How is the Speaker of the House of Commons chosen? A. Appointed by the Queen. B. Elected by the public in a general election. C. Elected by members of Parliament from among their ranks. D. Chosen by the Prime Minister. Answer C. Elected by members of Parliament from among their ranks. The Speaker is an MP who is elected to the role by other MPs and is responsible for maintaining order during debates and representing the Commons to the monarch and others. Question 77. What is the significance of the Edinburgh Festival in Scotland? A. It marks the celebration of Scottish independence. B. It is a series of arts and cultural festivals that take place across Edinburgh, making it one of the world's leading festival cities. C. It is a military parade to honour Scotland's historical figures. D. It is a sports event celebrating traditional Scottish games. Answer B. It is a series of arts and cultural festivals that take place across Edinburgh, making it one of the world's leading festival cities. The Edinburgh Festival includes the famous Edinburgh Fringe, the largest arts festival in the world. Question 78. Name a key document that outlines UK policies on immigration. A. The Magna Carta. B. The Immigration Act. C. The Nuremberg Code. D. The Commonwealth Charter. Answer B. The Immigration Act. Various versions of the Immigration Act, such as those of 1971, 2014 and 2016, have provided the legislative basis for controlling immigration to the UK. Question 79. Who was Jane Austen, and why is she significant in British literature? A. A contemporary British playwright known for her comedies. B. An 18th century novelist known for her works critiquing the British landed gentry. C. A poet laureate during the Victorian era. D. A war correspondent during the World Wars. Answer B. An 18th century novelist known for her works critiquing the British landed gentry. Jane Austen is celebrated for her sharp wit and keen observations on societal norms through novels like Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. Question 80. What are the eligibility requirements for serving in the UK Parliament? A. Must be a member of the royal family. B. Must be at least 18 years old, a British citizen, or a citizen of a Commonwealth country or the Republic of Ireland. C. Must hold a degree in political science. D. Must be elected by the current monarch. Answer B. Must be at least 18 years old, a British citizen, or a citizen of a Commonwealth country or the Republic of Ireland. These are the basic eligibility requirements to stand for election as a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons.